Hello. That moment when you put your phone up to do a video and then you see something else and end up doing a completely different video. That's where we are. Disclaimers, these are just my thoughts and opinions, and also I swear. Now, I've just seen this post on Instagram from my local MP, Shocker Adam. First word on it, Islamophobia. Right? I'm going to try and remember it as best I can. Even, yeah, every second it goes away. Come on, Kez. It was like, in fact, Islamophobia doesn't happen in a vacuum. Like, basically, that people have been ramping this up for a couple of decades, right? And that it needs the full force to stamp out this hatred, right? Islamophobia, isn't a fucking thing, right? What Islamophobia is everybody who isn't Islamic realising what the fuck Islam is about and going, fuck off, mate, not in my fucking back garden. Like, literally, it's barbaric. Anyway, we've done this, right? But him saying, like, this is taken years of people learning how to hate them. This has taken 30 years of the government basically giving them everything and denying us our rights, so that there is now such a thing as Muslim privilege, and I am literally looked down on because I'm white in my own fucking city. There is such a thing as, well, I call it reverse racism when it's against whiteys, right? But we do have that in Leicester. You are looked down on, and Muslims research Islam. Look at all the videos that your friends are posting on Facebook. I do it lots, where we point out, like I've just seen a video just now of this fucking Muslim fella who'd got his wife speaking to him on this TV show or whatever, this broadcast thing. Not on the camera. He was, and so, like, literally it was him. He's turned around, I'm so glad I brought you with me today. No fucking sound. She was talking to him on a fucking whiteboard. Look, literally, one of the core things about Islam that the UK cannot and must not tolerate is the fact that they see women as second-class citizens. Women should be talked to and not listened to. Women are second class. Women have to fucking cover up. It's like, tell me you're free, darling, show me your fucking hair. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. And you'll find that a lot of... And then yesterday, I watched a video of a lady who had taken, I don't know whether a GoPro or whatever, but secretly filmed inside a mosque in the UK, just like the one we're going to be getting round the fucking corner in Shocker Adams' constituency, right? And basically, these women were like, oh, yes, like, well, obviously, like, in the ideal world, if somebody isn't Islamic, we must kill them, right? Be really polite to people who aren't Islamic, but don't fucking trust them. Don't actually be kind. Be polite. Show that you are a friendly person, but ultimately they must die. You must kill them if possible, because they aren't you. It is the most segregated. And, like, if you didn't see the video that I did the other day, I shared this piece with my son. I don't share my work with my kids at all. I literally work by myself, right? But I shared a bit with my son, and the bit where I said that basically once you join any religion, that ultimately takes you away from what God really is. God really is, the actual God is the universal energy that we're all a part of, that every single one of us is equal in the eyes of. Does it make more sense that we are basically all plugged into the same fucking universal supercomputer, or does it make more sense that there's some fucking beardy bloke on a cloud who can keep track of 6 billion people at once? Right? It is quite common sense when you actually look at it, but we have so much put into us to tell us to take us away from what God actually is, our creator that is constantly creating, that religion is directly opposed to. And religion was designed by them bastards, and they designed Christianity, Islam, Judaism, the fucking law, and made sure that they would all had clauses in them that said ours is the one true God and will kill anybody who disagrees, so that there's constantly war, and the populace of the planet is always fucking fighting each other, and nobody ever looks up at the fucking true perpetrators. Never mind all of this war, billions and billions of pounds, trillions of pounds spent on war every fucking year, just so those guys can ring a little bell, sit there in their leather wingback chair, sipping a gin and do barley, smoking a fat Cuban with their finger up a rent boy's arsehole. That's literally why that's how simple it is. And they get away with it because they stole the secrets of the universe in the beginning. And you can see this by their fucking symbology, mate. Who's taught the true meaning of sacred geometry in school? Nobody. That's theirs. They get that. And they've veiled it all in symbols and allegory, which can be defucking coded when you know what the truth is. And then it's like, hold on a minute. But literally, there is no Allah, there is no Jehovah, none of them fucking exist. All decided by those guys. What God is, ultimately, is love. And as soon as you put a title on it, you pull that person away from what God is. God is everything. God is all of us. It's one big energy soup, right? And you are a part of it, and you can make magic happen. You are made out of magic. There is no such thing as men being better than women. There is no such thing as able-bodied people being better than disabled people. There is no such thing. It's all about what happens when you close your eyes. What you are when the body is not there. That is God. You are God. You are also Satan, and them bastards know it, and they make the whole world like Satan, who also doesn't exist. You just have positive and negative energy. That is all. And they've just attached tails to it and put flounce on it to confuse everybody. But ultimately, when you pick a side, you remove yourself from God. And Muslims hate everybody. Like, literally, if you're not a Muslim, they fucking hate you. They may smile in your face, but they think you aren't as good as them, because that's what they pray 5 times a day to brainwash into their heads. They are better than everything, everybody else. They deserve everything. And they have words like taqiyya, meaning to lie, in order to fucking infiltrate this country and take it over. I commented on this thing from Shokkat Adam and just said to the man with terrorist links. Like, he's going on about Islamophobia. Now, Islamophobia, stamp out that hate, because that's what Islam is about. Fucking proper boot on the neck shit. That's why it's being allowed to fucking take over, mate. It's like, literally, there is no logic whatsoever to a religion that openly states, and I have dozens of people on video openly stating that they are here to take over, that they are here to invade our country. Multiple people have said it, but believe Shokkat Adam, who says that everybody else but the Muslims, everybody, absolutely fucking everybody but the Muslims is the bad guy. And call it Islamophobia, and then, you know, people will be scared because people don't like being called names. I don't give a shit what you call me, Mr. Patel. His name's Patel, Shokkat Patel, not Adam. You know, and you can trust somebody who just changes the fucking name, I think, you know, unless you're fucking singing the song, right? And even Madonna's name was Madonna, you know, like my son has just informed, I can't remember his name now, but Rob Zombie's name is not Rob Zombie, and when he said what his name were, I'm like, yeah, dude, ain't got the same razzmatazz. But yeah, it's like, unless you're changing your name for a stage name, or because your name is like linked to terrorism, because his brother started a terrorist organisation, and one of his campaign team was put in prison for terror offences. But yeah, I'm the Islamophobe. Please blame me. So I just needed to point that out. But the original reason for the video is this whole left-wing, right-wing thing. Now, I will say, I don't do videos all the time. Let's go back to the beginning and do this disclaimer part. I don't regularly do videos. I do videos when it all pulls me to, right? And this morning, before I woke up, it was when I'd woken up for a pee, I think. I just got this image of some Antifa dude, tall, skinny Antifa dude with two-piece shorts, people walking in front of him. Now my whole life, this is something that I've never really got behind, the old left-wing, right-wing thing, but I find myself in it now because I'm a right-wing Nazi thug. Because I don't think, and what makes me a right-wing Nazi thug is that I don't think that you should bring in war-aged men with no documentation and give them a luxury lifestyle when the people that already live in the country and work their arses to keep the country going are having to do 2 jobs and go to food banks, for example. You know, giving the blokes a luxury buffet 3 times a day, that literally a lot of them have committed rape and murder in their own. And it's like, oh no, but again, it's the same thing like the Muslims do. It's like literally, oh no, they're coming from war-torn. These are the people that the people coming from war-torn countries are running away from, that you're shipping in now. The people who come across legitimately, the families that have come across legitimately, that escape in war-torn countries, these blokes you're bringing over on the boats are the ones they're running a fucking way from. And they're the ones that get the fucking best treatments. The families that bring over just lifetime of benefits, free house, right? But the guys with the weapons and the guys that rape and murder or whatever, real crims who ain't afraid, you know, like, oh, just pay their fucking money because they know they get everything for free, and they are advertised to. It's like, come to England, mate. It's like everything's for free and all the women are sluts. They're gagging for it. Look, nobody's wearing a hijab, because let's not forget that in Islam, under Sharia law, and we have at least 85 Sharia law courts in the UK already. Under Sharia law, any woman or girl not wearing a head covering is fair sexual game by law. And they're setting up loads of their own law courts, so it will be a free-for-all, a completely legal free-for-all. Because they'll say, they've got their little enclaves, and they'll say, no mate, let us deal with this is our area now. That's what's happening on my estate. Do you see why I'm unhappy about this? Do you see why I'm such an Islamophobe? Like, literally, this is how racist I am, right? I'm literally sat here waiting for the deserters. Like, literally, absolute fucker for an Afghan. Because I'm so racist. Like, Middle Eastern fellas, you know, Indians, Pakistanis, oh, there's some lovely men. Because I'm that racist. You know what racism is? Not being able to look at them thinking they're dirty bastards. That's racism. Not like sitting here waiting for them all to defect a religion that's pure fucking evil on lots and lots of bases and full of lies. Because they will say to you, we bring peace. We are the religion of peace. The religion of peace. What other religion calls themselves the religion of peace other than Islam? None of them. Only Islam, the ones with machetes The ones who, like Hamas, currently just slaughtering people, got what they wanted. Palestine recognised as a state. Israelis fucked off, fucking fighting with themselves. Literally, Muslims hate each other. Like Pakistani Muslims think fucking Nigerian Muslims absolute scum of the earth. Racist. That's racism. Me, right? I think they're all, you know, they're all lovely. Old lady, fucking, yeah, you get worse as you get older, girls. Like, well, I do anyway. Or is it just that I can get away with it now I'm old and ugly? Anyways, yeah, we're apparently racist, Islamophobe. I'm not phobic of Islam. I dislike Islam. I despise Islam. The core of what is, but because God is my business. This is what so says Kez started off as my search for God. And I believe that I found it. And it is not what we're told at all. And I think that the public deserves to fucking know. I think that people should fucking know this, because forever since these people muddied the waters, wrote shitloads of books, gave orders for people to not live, right? They said, oh, these are your rules to live by. No, your rules to stop you living, because, oh, something's going to happen after you. Fuck off. We have one life. And, in my personal opinion, we are here to learn and grow, to feed God, to feed the universal energy that we're all a part of, so that everything can grow and carry on creating. And that is what these bastards, them bastards as I call them, them bastards, that's what these guys know. And they have kept the secrets only for the initiated, and the door wholly shut to the profane. And they are profane. They don't know what the secrets that they possess actually mean, because they can't fucking function that way. It's all about what's external. So anyway, yeah, I remember when I was a teenager, early 20s or something, and I had a badge. Now, you'll know, a bit of a thing for collecting badges, which I've now got back into since Tamu. But I did used to have a lot of button badges when I was a teenager. And like literally, I remember having a badge. I'm pretty sure it was a badge. It wasn't a t-shirt. I've only got into t-shirts later in life. Saying, proud to be everything the right wing hates. I am actually technically a lefty, am I not? I am the great unwashed. This is gravy. Because I had sausages for tea. Hostages, if you will. So I ate the hostages. Sorry, Starmer. But yeah, I am one of the great unwashed. I am a massive tramp. I am technically a lefty because, you know, like I am against the system. Do you know what I mean? You go to the protest, you know, where the lefties counter protest as right-wing Nazi thugs who literally want the safety of women and children, which is so right-wing. Yeah, so because we're after the safety, they turn up, they don't even know what they're protesting half the time. It's like, yeah, we just want an end to capitalism. What are you here to... No, you're actually here, love, to protest against people wanting the safety of women and children on our streets, which we're never going to have if we let Islam take over. I do not have that on my estate. I will not have that. Like the mosque will apparently be up and running next year, and they will be taught things like death to the infidels. You know, like, and we have no way of knowing because they're secret. But yeah, I've always been called left wing, and apparently I'm a right wing Nazi thug. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. The young ones. I'm wanting to say the young ones and I can't. So if anybody has any anti-disestablishment terror, I don't know whether like they were asked to spell it. Anyways, like if you're a Gen Xer and you remember the young ones and you remember the word anti-disestablishmentarianism, please tell me I'm not imagining it in the comments below. But yeah, I want an end to the whole system of things. And this is where you can tell that the left and the right wing think that whole thing is, again, come down from there in an utter fucking nonsense. Because you can't be both, surely. And yet, by definition, I am. Because I am a gravy wearing one of the great unwashed who is right on peace. Thought the lefties were about peace, and now the lefties have been taken over by the Palestinian lot, and the Palestinian, and again even in England, we have like Palestine was recognised as a state, the ceasefire was done, and the fucking Free Gaza people straight out carried on fucking protesting violently. You know, like bang, 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 bang. Nazis come off our streets. And all this, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Death to the Zios, is it? Saw a white lad, like death to the idol. Why death? What the fuck isn't computing in human brains about humanity? I put it to you, I've muddied the waters. But I'm telling you for now that the answer to all of this is so simple. And it starts in there. Like, literally. Like I say, I mean no harm to Muslims. It's Muslims that want me dead. Not the other way round. It's Muslims that think I'm a pile of shit just for not being Muslim. I don't think they're a pile of shit because they are Muslim. I think that they've been severely miseducated. They have been led down the wrong path. Everybody has. Because the people that run this world have lied to us about such a simple thing as what God is. So that we don't live our lives correctly. And so that we don't live our lives, we spend an entirety of a lifetime waiting to be dead because we're promised things after when we don't even have a body anymore, and literally that don't matter to them. They write all these books, and all of these books say don't live, wait till you're dead, so nobody lives, and they get away with it all the time, forever. Because everybody's so fucking frightened to live in case they don't get there, however many virgins in the afterlife or whatever. What are you going to do? How many kids are you going to fucking make? Because virgins means little uns, remember? You know, like you don't get 25-year-old fucking virgins in this day and age. Do you know what I mean? They're on about fucking kiddie fiddling. Still, which is what they're doing, you know, that's in their fucking religion to fiddle with kiddies. Gotta be like Muhammad, because Muhammad was perfect with his 6-year-old girl that he had sex with when she was 9. But that's okay, because she was bleeding at the age of 9. Don't matter what was going on with her up here, as long as she could breed, as long as she could make babies, that was her time to be had sex with by some fucking dirty old man. Fuck off. Take your Islam and shove it right up your arse. Take your Christianity and shove it up. I'm a bit more tolerant of Christianity because there's a level of love in Christianity. There is a level of compassion with Christianity. But ultimately, that book teaches you to do fucking nothing. To wait till you're dead. That's what these books are about. And they were written by the same guys who literally need an entire populace to not know what they are. Because if we knew what we are, if we knew the magic that we were fucking capable of, we would exist. And they wouldn't be able to take all of the efforts that we put in for themselves. They wouldn't have everything. They would be just like us. I'm going to leave it there. It's quite a bit shorter than usual. It literally told me how I can be both left and right. That was the purpose of the thing. But Shaukat Adam can take his Islamophobia and roll it up nice and tight. Because, I'm sorry, you might be my MP, but that does not make you better than me, my darling. Like my local Labour ward councillors, Karen Pickering and Elaine Pantlin, who were literally licking the arse of the people who were putting that mosque up. Literally saying, have our estate. And they're not even bothering, I should imagine. If they are, then, whoa, major shame. But I should imagine that they're not even bothering to look, to watch, to see what these people are actually about. They just want to get their ego shined. They just want to be like, yeah, look what we did. Oh, the imam is a lovely fella. The imam wants your grandkids, mate. Fucking, oh, God. For shame. For absolute shame on some people. But it's because they don't know. Forgive them for they know not what the fuck they're on about. But we have the option. We have the option at any old time to listen to... Well, actually, I don't know anybody else like that says the same things that I do. I am in a bubble. Do you know what I mean? I've learnt this stuff over the past 17, 18 years. And the whole point of So Says Kez has been documenting my journey. Although I do get involved with stuff on the ground and whatever. A lot of it is to prove. But for some reason, it's since that fucking mosque. Since they decided that, no, you're not having a pub. No, you're not having a pub. A small minority of the population is going to have a mosque on there, thank you. And they're going to pray 5 times a day. They're going to come in from outside and they're going to hang around over the road from a park next to a fucking primary school, even though they're told all of these 200 men from all the way from the area are told that they have to emulate Muhammad, who was perfect, who had a wife of, well, who had 9 wives, but had a wife of 6 years old and took her virginity when she was 9, because it's about copulation. It's about spreading the man's seed, not about loving healthy relationships. Islam isn't about loving healthy relationships, which is what God is. Islam is literally, you know, if you would say the opposite of God is Satan. It's pure evil. It is everything that God is not. God is in there. Talk to it. It, not him. It's ultimate non-binary, you know, it's energy. It's you, it's me. It's love. Religion should always come down to love. Remember that. Because that is, whenever you get on the other side, what eventually befalls you. Because your energy don't go away. But you're either going to be in torment or not. And that depends on whether you're, you know, just be fucking good. Be tolerant, right? But not tolerant in that you let bad people just run roughshod over you and your loved ones and take what you have, your peace. Do you know what I mean? Take your comfort away from you. Make it so that you live a worse life. Whether that's just because you're frightened of saying something wrong. That's making your life worse. They are making your life worse. To big themselves up, to feel superior. Nobody's superior. Nobody is beneath me. And nobody is above. Literally. We are all the same amount of energy. And we all have the same amount of hours in a day. It's just that some of us are greedy and take more than our share. And I think that they're the bad ones myself. But I am the great gravy-titted unwashed. And if you've watched this till the end, just leave a little bit of the old hey there gravy tits. I'm just going to drop them every now and again now. Anyways, if you made it to the end, I owe you a bevy. Thank you for being here. Please come back and never forget that I love you.